I called out my cousin when she tried to blame her body odor on me. So I'm visiting my cousin Maya in Florida from Ontario, and things were going pretty good until we went out for lunch. Maya had been running around all morning doing errands in this crazy humid weather. So by the time we got to this outdoor restaurant, she was pretty sweaty. Like, you could smell it from a few feet away kind of sweaty. Her boyfriend Trevor was supposed to meet us there, and when he showed up, he gave Maya this kiss, and I could see his face change a little. We all sat down at the table, and the smell was definitely noticeable. I'm trying not to be weird about it because, hey, it's hot outside and we've all been there. But then Maya does something that made my jaw drop. When she thought I wasn't listening, she leans over to Trevor and whispers, "The smell is from my cousin. Please don't say anything." I literally heard every word because she's not exactly the best whisperer. I immediately said, "Excuse me, the smell is not from me." Maya's face went bright red and Trevor just looked confused. Then this guy actually gets up and sniffs around Maya's upper body area like some kind of bloodhound. He kisses the top of her head and goes, "It's actually kind of humanizing when such a beautiful woman gets smelly." Maya laughed, but it was one of those super awkward laughs where you can tell someone wants to disappear into the ground. The rest of lunch was pretty tense. She kept shooting me these looks like I had just murdered her pet or something. On the drive back to her place, Maya completely lost it on me. She's going on about how I embarrassed her in front of Trevor and how I broke some sacred girl code by not just letting her blame me for her BO. I told her there's no girl code that says I have to take the blame for someone else's body odor. She kept saying I should have just stayed quiet and let Trevor think it was me because that's what cousins do for each other. I asked her if she would have done the same thing if the situation was reversed, and she got all quiet. Then she tried a different angle, saying I made Trevor uncomfortable by making him address the smell directly. I pointed out that she made it uncomfortable by trying to pin it on me in the first place. If she had just owned it or said nothing, Trevor probably would have pretended not to notice. But the drama didn't end there. When we got back to her house, Maya immediately called her mom, my aunt, and told her some twisted version of the story where I randomly announced to her boyfriend that she smelled bad. So now I'm getting texts from my aunt asking why I would humiliate Maya like that. I had to call my aunt back and explain what actually happened, which made Maya even more mad because now she looked like a liar on top of everything else. My aunt ended up siding with me and told Maya she was being ridiculous, but Maya was still fuming. The next morning at breakfast, Maya tried to act like nothing happened, but I could tell she was still upset. Her little sister Emma, who's like 15, overheard us talking about it and said, "Wait, you tried to blame your stink on someone else? That's so weird." Even Emma thought it was messed up. Trevor came over later that day and everything seemed normal between him and Maya, so apparently he didn't care as much as she thought he would. But Maya kept making these passive-aggressive comments about loyalty and family having each other's backs. I ended up cutting my visit short by a few days because the whole house felt tense.